Mark Prause of Goshen, Connecticut owns a 1965 Chevrolet Corvette Sting Ray with a track history. It was here at Lime Rock Park sometime in the 1970s that the car was flipped. Prause got the damaged remains in 1998.
The car was in rough shape. The car had been rolled here at Lime Rock, coming down the downhill under the underpass. And it did from what I understand, it did a simple rollover upside down. And, that happened, I'm assuming, in the early 70s, because that's when the registration sticker was last. The previous owner really doesn't talk about it because I think it's, bad memory for him.
The previous owner put the damaged Sting Ray into a barn for a quarter century before Prause rescued it.
4 flat tires, had the original Gold Line tires on it. All the windows were blown out. And the motor was taken out at that time because he used the motor in another car, because that's what you did in the 70s. You could just take a motor out and swap it and play with it in another car.
Prause did the teardown himself, then shopped out the body and interior work as well as the engine rehab. Replacement parts that the previous owner had acquired helped the process.
He had a lot of new old stock items, hood, side exhaust, glass, all in the box, ready to go. But he never got working on the car. He got working a little bit on it, and there was a lot of fiberglass damage to the top of the fenders. For the most part, the bird cage did not get affected by any means. The door reveals were good. He had already purchased a door for the passenger, so he got started on it, but just, I guess, lost interest. And
it took a lot of time, 9 years, and a lot of money to put the Corvette back on the road. It got registered again in 2007, but it wasn't until a cold morning last October that the Corvette returned to Lime Rock Park. With Prause behind the wheel, it made it through the section where it had once flipped.
I said to my wife, the car, I just wish I could go back in time and see it and understand what happened. But the car ran fine through there, and this car just wants to go. I mean, it's such a heavy horsepower hitter there. This car just wants to go, and I love to rip around the track with it. But I understand, these guys were nice enough to let us here at the track and bring back some of the history, because it does have a Lime Rock history to it.
Perhaps surprisingly, given the two-seater Sting Ray's stunning looks, Prause doesn't drive it much.
I've got probably 2,000 miles on it since the restoration. So about 2,000 miles. So no, I got another car we go with too. So this car, because it's so perfect and so numbers matching, I'm really nervous about if something were to happen to it. But
he has no plans to get rid of it, though. It's a keeper.
I think so. I got 4 kids, so my 3 boys or my daughter, one of them would love to, I think, own it at some point. It's been in the family for many, many years, so I think let's keep it in the family.
That's Ride Connecticut. I'm Bud Wilkinson, and please subscribe to Ride Connecticut's YouTube channel.